Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name's Ryan. I buy and sell stuff from thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, stuff like that, and try to make a few bucks online. Had a good day today, or rather yesterday or Thursday, and I don't know about y'all, but sometimes Thursdays tend to be. If I have a weird good day, it's a Thursday. 7 sales on a Thursday, and that's really good for me. So, and I sold some really interesting stuff. Not just books, but a couple other things. Had a Poshmark sale. Poshmark I kind of use as a throw aside backup sometimes, and actually, about once a month I sell something on there, it seems. So, I got a Poshmark sale and a few other things, and actually kind of some Death Poly stuff sold. So that's always nice, and some stuff that's been sitting around a while. So we're going to jump into it. Plus, sold the Boombox, and that's going to be a fun final, hopefully good end to that little story. So, anyway, let's jump into it. First off, this is my Poshmark sale. I think this is $11. A Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Groot scarf. So, that was a fun sale. I think I thought this was originally going to go for a little bit more. It's a Funko Pop. I don't like Funko Pops, but it's a Funko Pop. Figures on it. But good little sale there. Glad to see you gone. Next, I'm gonna do the books, and then I'm gonna do the weird stuff, and then go from there. Book wise, some religious books. Heart to Heart Talks by Francis McClellan Wilcox. This was $9.50. I either got this from the local library or my 10-cent find. I think this is a library find at my local library, which has some shelf of books for sale, 50 cents a pop. So, a few bucks made there. Let's see. Next is, scroll down. This one, Power of Pentecost, or the Fullness of the Spirit by John Rice. John Rice is a good author, is a good guy that if you're looking to flip some stuff on religious stuff. John Rice books, I've sold several by him. So again, I know this was a 50-cent pickup at the library. May have picked it up at the same time there. But he's a preacher or whatever. I tend to grab because for a buck or less, because I always seem to make a few bucks off of his books. Next up, that one's a bigger one. So I had a bunch of Harry Potters over on the side, so I grabbed a few of them and threw them up just to see. I almost sold these to somebody on Facebook, but they backed out. But Harry Potter books. This is 1 through 3 paperback, decent shape. I mean, not even there's no cracking on the spine. A couple of nicks and a couple of in the covers, but they're clean, good shape. And I was actually a little surprised at this, but these 3 went for $12.99 shipped. So I may have to start throwing some more of these up because I've got a bunch of Harry Potters. But I don't have like 1 through 3 in good shape. I think this is the only, but I may have like 6 through 9 in decent shape. So I'm gonna need to start blotting a few more up and get them out there, because that's a real good price, because these only cost 50 cents a piece. And I kind of was, I think I was kind of thinking I wasn't going to get that much for them. But I did. So, there you go. Okay, final book. And I picked this one up Wednesday, I think. So this one flipped really fast. This is a Hinduism book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. So, yeah, sure. And this is an old version of this. This is like the 2nd edition or something like that from the 70s. Good shape, $25. So, that came out of the Heresy box this morning. Yes, I have a Heresy box. So, that's where those came. So, that's my books. Next up, is non-books. First up, Switch controller broke. Switch controller. It was missing. It's missing that little slide. I don't know how good shape this thing is. I got it in a. I've actually got a box for sale. This is the Animal Crossing Special Edition controller. $9 for this. Nintendo Switch parts sell really well because a lot of it can be repaired. I just felt it wasn't worth repairing and reusing for our Switch, so I just put it up for. And I wasn't 100% certain how to repair it, so I just put it up for sale. I think 15, and it went for 9. Yeah, I put it up for 15 with an accepted 9 or more on a buy it now, and it went within hours. But that being said, say, man, maybe you should have asked more. Not really. When you know, one, it's a hot selling item, Nintendo Switch stuff, but you hit a really good price on a really hot selling item is when it sells quickly within 2 days, and people are offering you just like slightly below what you have it for, and it goes pretty quick. You hit a good price, and you didn't overprice, and you didn't short yourself. Is if it goes quickly, slightly under what you put it up for. So, I mean, this probably had a ton of views on it before it went. So, there you go. $9 on that. Fine. This one's fun. This was an amusing. I couldn't pass this up when I saw it, and it was like probably in a nickel bin or a quarter bin or something. This is a Little People. And now it's not like the official Fisher Price Little People, but that's what it fits. Kmart truck. I couldn't find this anywhere. I think I found the truck, but I didn't see it with the Kmart emblems on it. So I put it up. I think I started it probably about $20, and I've been drawing it down a little bit. And this just went for $12. So that was a fun little find. Stuff with what the big appeal here was is it was a toy with sort of an advertisement piece for a closed business because there ain't no more Kmart's. And this is obviously older. It's the old style Little People. So this, kind of goes to a couple of different collector groups. And that's one of the neat things sometimes is if you can find a collectible that multiple collectors want, then you double your audience, you double your potential buyer group. So fun find, $12. Okay, finally, the Boombox sale. First, what am I in this thing for? I think I spent, I don't know if it was like $6 or $8 at a thrift store on this. So, and it was dirty. Like red, that Georgia red clay kind of all looked like somebody's hands were using it. Dirty hands had been using this thing. So I cleaned it up. I wiped it down, cleaned it up pretty good. And I may get another couple spots with some. I used a cleaning spray, sprayed on a towel, and wiped it multiple times. Got some of these brushes from Harbor Freight, scrubbed into the nicks and crannies best I could, and then tested it. I actually had to go buy a cord, and you can get these cords practically new online. Cord for it was about $6 online, and this is almost new old stock, that cord. It had never been used, never been plugged in. I looked up online. The manual for this was online with part numbers, and I took the part number for the cord and used it to look it up. Found the cord. Works great. So I'm into this. Call it $12, 15 with the cleaning and all that sort of thing. Shipping is going to be between, I don't have exact on shipping, but shipping is probably going to be between 20 and 30. It's a good rectangular shape. It's not, I mean, it's big, but it's not obnoxiously big. I'm going to go UPS on it instead of Postal Service because the dimensions don't matter as much. Sold for $85. So I'm going to net out around 40 on this after eBay gets its cut and all that sort of stuff. So this is a fun find. It was neat to grab. It was an obvious snag. I grabbed it mostly because when on the shelf, all the buttons, there were no missing buttons. Everything was tight. Yeah, it was a little dirty, but there wasn't anything loose. All the sliders had a good tight to it. Nothing was wobbly. No real sounds when you shake it. The buttons were tight, and they all worked after I plugged it in. I don't know if it really records, but everything moves. I got a tape, tested it. So I think the only bits of concern are maybe some of these. I don't know how the connectivity on those are, but those get rarely used anyway. So I'm not hugely concerned about that. So there you go. $85. These things are great to pick up. They're high items with the 80s nostalgia. They look neat on a shelf. They're just cool. So, and for the pose, I used to carry them. There you go. So anyway, there's that. All right. I got a couple things I picked up that I'm going to try to flip yesterday. Let's see. First up, Hobbit DVD. This is the cartoon. It looks like this DVD goes for about $12 to $15 used. It was clean, so it was like $2 out there on the shelf. I don't do a whole lot of DVDs, but I know enough to get. If I see something unusual that I don't like, this may have had a limited print run, so it was worth grabbing. Next up was a book, and that's my usual. This is my Always on Sunday by Bobby Lane with Bob Drum. No barcode, so the scanners didn't get it. And I decided that was unusual, so I looked it up. Clean copy. Looks like this may be a $30 to $50 book. So I'm going to be interested to see what that shakes out to. At least 25, I think. So that was an easy grab. Once I saw it on the shelf, I was like, interesting. And I saw it was an old book. And I look up old books. So that is everything today. I got stuff to do and places to go. So we're going to close it out. So like, comment, subscribe. Go find some stuff this weekend. Let's see if we can get some stuff sold before Christmas.